Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been a while. My name is Bella of Bella Natural Care, and today we are going to make a super immune booster and energy booster as well. And I just pump it up a little bit, and I have ginger. It is 200 grams. I have 2 carrots. I have 3 lemons. I have 1 apple, and I have 2 oranges. So I added carrots for color and also for a lot of nutritional factors that are in carrots. So, and I also have honey there, and the little container is with cinnamon powder and water. This water is about 400 milliliter, and I'm gonna go ahead and wash. I already washed my hands. I already washed all the ingredients as well, and I'm just gonna peel them, as you can see, and I will dice them. Starting with carrots, I am dicing them so that I can help my blender blend them fast. If you have a super strong blender, you don't need to dice them as small as you will see me do, but that's how I do it. Excuse me. So then I'll go ahead and just blend up the carrots and an apple first with a little bit of water. I do not have a specific reason why I blended carrots and apple first, but I guess my reason was to make sure everything is blended smoothly and comfortably instead of loading the blender. I was trying to avoid overloading the blender, so that's why I did it. And I was just thinking maybe the carrots and the ginger blend differently or have a different texture, so that's the reason. But there's no if you can blend everything together, you can go right ahead and do that. I did not peel my apple because there's no need. Actually, the peels are also healthy and good for you, and I am going to strain them. Excuse me guys, I have a scratch on my throat. So I am blending this up, and while it's blending, I'm going to cut up my lemons and oranges and juice them. So now, usually I used to make this ginger, I call it a ginger shot, without carrots and even without lemons. Oranges. Only with lemon, ginger, an apple, and honey. But today I decided to add a lot. I add not a lot more, but add 2 more ingredients or 2 more different stuff, which is oranges, 2 oranges and 2 carrots, because I just want to load up on my vitamin C, So I think we all know that carrots are good for you, and especially for your vision, and that's because it has this component called carotene. It's a pigment that converts vitamin A in the body to help improve your vision. And carrots are also a good source of fiber, potassium, and vitamin C. And as well as ginger has a lot of fibers, and I think have potassium as well, which is good for your bones, and vitamin C and fibers, which help you digest a little bit better if you have stomach issues. So all in all, this is really a good drink. Anyway, after everything blended through and nice and pulpy, I pour it out into a measuring cup over there, and went ahead and cut up my ginger, which I will blend next with everything else. As you can see in there, I'm just adding it to the blender. And then here I have cinnamon powder, just gonna put in a half a teaspoon, followed by honey. This is honey, and a tablespoon and a half. Honey is really also good for you. I cannot tell how good it is right now, but I will encourage you to look up all these ingredients that I used to see how exactly good they are for you, and I encourage you to try this. It helps me with my energy and also fighting the colds and stuff. We know all these things are good for fighting colds. So now I added the rest of the water and I'm just blending it. I think for about 3 minutes. You want to make sure that everything blended nice and through. And before I'm done blending, I add the carrots and apple mixture so that they can blend together. There's a little bit left in the cup there, but I will just mix it together later. So continue blending for about 2 or 3 minutes. Just make sure everything is nicely blended through and you get all the good out of all your ingredients. So I've been blending for a long time, you guys, and I'm done. So now I add it to the cup here where there was a little bit left and just mix it up, and I'm gonna go ahead and strain it. Sometimes I use a cheesecloth, which is I think a little bit easy and so on, but I don't like squeezing and have some things run through my hands. So today I have a strainer, and it's not very tight, and also it's not very loose holes. It doesn't have a loose holes and doesn't have too tight holes. So to help it, I push it down with a spoon so that it can strain a little bit faster, and just squeeze, and also just making sure that I got all the juices out before I throw away this pulp. I don't use it for anything, but I think the pulp can also be used in your smoothie if you are making a smoothie. But it has a lot of ginger fibers. I think they're called fibers, this stringy stuff from the ginger. So maybe you don't want to use that for your, but ginger is also good. So you could maybe use a tablespoon of this pulp into your smoothie if you are going to make a smoothie right away. So this is the last scoop of the mixture that I'm just straining, and then I'm gonna put it now for the second time through a tighter strainer. But you can also drink it like that. Here's my tight strainer, but you can also just drink it like that if you don't mind the pulp, but I just wanted it to be a whole lot liquidy, not pulpy. Pulpy liquidy. So that's why I'm straining it again for the second time, and this little pulp is very smooth, so maybe this one is the best one to use in your smoothie if you are making a smoothie. But guys, be sure to eat carrots, as we had, with all this good sauce and good components that are good for our eyes and our bones and all that, especially raw carrots, because whenever you cook your vegetable, you are always like killing some of the good components of it. But if you can eat it raw, you have a whole lot more benefit than when you cook it. So eat your carrots, eat your oranges, and I always squeeze a lemon into my water. You can do that too, or you can just make this juice or carrot juice, whatever it is. So here I am done. Now I'm just gonna pour it in my bottle here, and I have these little bottles that you will see in a minute. I need to fill them first before I fill up the big bottles, and I have to refill from the big bottles. Anyway, these little bottles I take to work and just take it as a shot. And they really kind of help me boost my energy. So, and even if I'm not at work, I just take that as a shot instead of a glass. I also have a shot glass over there, but I don't always want to take out a glass. When you have a bottle, why not? So the little bottles are mainly for taking to work. So here it is done, you guys, as easy as that. Not complicated at all. Even if you don't have cinnamon, for example, you can leave it out. If you don't have oranges, you can also leave them out. And you can leave out whatever you want to leave out. So I'm about to close this bottle, y'all, and the bottle was taking me for a ride. As you can see there, the lid was just not cooperating with me, and finally I got it. So push it down, and it's nice and sealed. And there we have it. Cheers to good health. Cheers to good and strong immune system, and to fighting colds and other stuff. Just make sure you strengthen your immune system. Thank you guys, and